Hello, hello, hello. This is Ronnie Jean, aka Respect the Deck, and I am in my home today. I'm somewhere different every time I record. It's hilarious. But yeah, I have a reading here for my fire sign. So this is for you Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it makes sense, tip your tarot reader a few cents. Word life. Now let me stop. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it. Bring this forward a little bit. Get comfortable. Okay, so the first card here is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. And there's a real newness surrounding this card. You know, it's like the page is a young energy. And this doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're young in age. You could be young in spirit too. You don't just have to be, you know, to act your age, if you will. But this is a young, fresh kind of energy. The thing about the page, the Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, is that even though he's young, he's still very focused and hardworking. So even if you are young or have a youthful energy about you, you're still very hardworking. Your work ethic is very strong. You're very focused on what needs to be done in order for you to gain the financial stability that you need in order to lead a comfortable life. Because with the Pentacles are related to the earth signs. The earth signs are very much so about comfort, in my humble opinion. Very much about earthly comforts. And so this is just a fresh energy around work. You know, maybe you have a new job, or maybe you're seeking a new job. Maybe you're thinking about getting out into the work field and doing something different with your life and your time. But ultimately, you're going to work hard at whatever it is that you do. Whatever you decide, you will have success in. And you do have the work ethic in order to get the job done and to be compensated appropriately for it. The next card that's coming up for you fire signs is the Empress. She's beautiful, isn't she? This is a very fertile energy, very creative, very motherly, nurturing, very much at home and peace. The Empress could also herald a pregnancy. Maybe someone, either yourself or someone you know, may be pregnant, may be thinking about becoming pregnant. I see a healthy pregnancy, a fullness, a happy mother. Something connected to the moon cycles. It's very interesting. I don't want to share too much. I'm a Leo, Leo sun and rising. And yeah, I'm in tune with the cycles, if you will. If you know, you know. But no. This also gives me Yamaya vibes. The mother goddess. I believe she's the mother of the sea, because she has all these little fish around her, like, back and shoulders, which is interesting. Because I know people have said that pregnancy, like, oh, I dreamt about fish. Is it true? Could it be you? I don't know. Interestingly enough, the Sun card follows that. So the Empress, I mean, it doesn't even have to mean, you know, literal pregnancy. It could be the Empress is about creation. So you may create something that you treat as your baby, you know. Maybe it's a project, an artistic project of some sort. You know, you treat that like it's your baby. You birth something, in essence. You create something in this world that wasn't there before. It's a big thing, you know, even being a mother. And being able to give life and to hold, you know, to carry a whole human being inside you, you know, for 9 months. I know for me, pregnancy was, while difficult because I was sick from my second trimester on, it was a beautiful experience. Like, you know, just hearing my daughter's heartbeat, feeling her kick. It's just, you know, and then also I'm a musician. So, you know, my first mixtape, a project that I birthed, that I created, you know, these are just examples that I'm giving you of things that you bring into this world that aren't necessarily, you know, that's not only other life, you know, or life, I should say. But the Sun card follows the Empress. And the Sun is about, you know, pure bliss and happiness, joy. Look at all the light in the card that's surrounding her as she rejoices, you know. Happiness from some kind of new work, a new creative project that's birthed and brings this insane, intense level of happiness, degree of happiness and light. It also gives me big, like, the universe supports this vibes. Like, the universe supports what it is that you wish to manifest, and will reward you with the happiness you seek in this life. The Sun card is all about happiness and joy, you know. On the traditional tarot card, there's a child. And the child, you know, innocence, you know, bliss. You know, a child comes into this world and knows nothing but joy and love, you know, because that's all they are, you know. They eventually learn, you know, the ways of the world, and that may, you know, affect who they are and how they are. But ultimately, you know, that childlike innocence and bliss is associated with the Sun card. The Knight of Pentacles, which is the last card that came out, it's like, to me, it just gives vibes of, like, wherever you go, like, whatever you do, you're gonna leave, like like people will remember you. You know, it's like if you're leaving a job, for example, people are going to remember the work that you did because you worked so hard. It's like you leave all these little nuggets of treasure everywhere you go. With just your, you know, your presence alone, like just by being who you are and giving what you give, you know, you're leaving all of these treasures behind for others, you know, to delight in, you know. And it could just be a matter of, you know, your presence and the way that you move around, you know, your space, the way that you do things. The Knight of Pentacles, you know, this is like a step up. Maybe some kind of promotion in the, because you went from the Page to the Knight, so it's like a step up. You've grown up a little bit. You've taken a step up, you know. Look at the, you went from one pentacle to however many are in that card, I'm not sure. 10 pentacles. He got a pentacle on his back too. So for me, well, also I'd be, you know, I don't want to forget, also the bottom of the deck card is the Moon. You got the Moon, number 18. The Moon card. The Moon is significant, you know. You should time some of your rituals around the moon, the new moon, the full moon. The full moon is coming up next. I'm not sure what sign it's in, but the Moon card also talks about like white light versus dark, and how that internal battle wages within us throughout our lives, you know, the light versus the dark, the good versus the bad. You know, there's always that, there's always one or the other. It's like which way do you choose? Which instinct do you go with? You know, it's like on the traditional tarot card, you have a wolf and a dog. You know, the dog is domesticated. The domesticated dog is like a representation of who we are in the outside world, you know, and society. We don't reveal our true selves to just anyone. I mean, if we have some level of self-restraint, we don't. Not to everybody. We just don't go telling everybody everything about us. So in society, it's like, think about, because we've talked a lot about jobs, you know, this could be all work related, you know, and maybe the creation here isn't necessarily a pregnancy, but it still could be, because the Empress, you know, that's what she represents. But think about like a work situation where it's like, you know, how well do your coworkers really know you? Like, and if you're not hanging out outside of work, outside of that environment, and they're not seeing who you are outside of that, you know, that kind of setting, which has its own set of rules and, you know, and recommended or suggested ways for us to operate. You know, we have to follow work rules in the workplace, so we can't just do what we want to do or be who we are fully out in, you know, the real world, because you know, we have to take it slow when it comes to getting to know other people and letting them know us. And it's better that way. Why do you want to give it all away at once? Why do you want to just, you know, diarrhea of the mouth? This is me. No. But then again, I mean, I'm not really. And even though, like I said earlier, I'm a Leo Sun, Leo rising, so I'm not a stranger to the spotlight, but, or like being in it, I can see how I like to be the center of attention at times. I could see that, especially when I'm talking about things I'm passionate about, or like, if, you know, with the music. I'm very confident with my skills in that. So if I'm doing music, it's like, I don't know, but yeah, the difference between the dog and the wolf was what I was explaining. The dog being who we are in society, the wolf being who we are behind closed doors, you know, like the animalistic side of us, the instinctual, like, urges that we have, and the things that we do when no one's looking, you know. And I'm not just talking about all bad, but, you know, they say doing anything in excess is not great. So say you go home from a hard day at work and you're just in front of the TV all day, you know, that they say that could be not so good for you, because you're, you know, binging on media, you know. I think it's, you know, with whatever, whether it's social media or, you know, the television, we all overindulge. But yeah, we don't show who we are fully to just anyone, anytime, anywhere. We gotta be, we gotta restrain the wolf. We gotta hide the wolf. So basically, all in all, with the cards that came up today, I feel it's more or less like a job situation, possible promotion within a job situation, happiness from some kind of creation, something that you create. Maybe you create a certain sense of, you know, I want to say safety, but I don't know if that's the right word, within like the work environment. Or there's something that you offer to the people around you that's very valuable to them, to others. And it's not all about others either. I think you enjoy what you do. And if not, maybe it's a time for moving on. Maybe it's the page going from one place to another. Maybe you leave behind what you know, what you had to give at this one place to go on to greener pastures. Maybe you find a job that pays more and you'll be doing something that's more in your lane, something that you enjoy more. But either way, it's the birth of something new. It could be this thought, the birth of a new thought and way of thinking when it comes to your career. You know, maybe you need to start evaluating what your passions are, your real passions are, and think about what you want to do next. You know, that could be what it's saying too, is like, think about what you want to do next, because you have a lot to offer. And while you may move on, you're going to leave a lot behind of good, you know, as evidenced in the way you've worked, you know. Your youthful spirit is something that people appreciate. You know, you may bring a, you know, positivity to the workplace, and, you know, a fresh feeling to others, like a, you know, like a refreshing feeling to others. Yeah, I think it's time. I think you got to think about what you want to do and not let, you know, not let anything get in the way of you moving forward. You know, even if it means leaving something behind that, you know, was working all right for you. Maybe it's time for you to really explore what your passions are, because that's the road to true bliss, is, you know, passion. You know, doing what you're passionate about. Pursuing your passions is the road to true bliss. That's the name of this video. Pursue your passions, the road to true bliss. The road to true bliss is pursuing your passions. Think about it. That's all I really got. And don't give all of yourself away at once. You know, leave something to be imagined. You know, you don't have to share everything with everyone. You know, that doesn't mean not to be yourself. Be you, be genuine, be authentic, and do what you feel is, you know, appropriate for the situation. That's fine. Trust yourself more. You know, don't doubt yourself so much, because you do have quite a bit to offer. Your youthful spirit, your nurturing tendencies, your love, your joy. You bring joy to others. Don't let the bad get in the way. We all have a shadow side. Don't let anybody tell you different, that they're all high and mighty and know better and, you know, do better and all that, because you don't know what they're doing when you're not looking, unless you got eyes on them 24/7. Nobody got time for surveillance. I know I don't. Anyway, that's all I got, y'all. Bye. Subscribe, like, and share. The Holy Trinity. Respect the deck here, and I'm out. Peace.